to our Healthy Hearts session, our Tuesday program that brings you tailored nutrition and lifestyle education. So we as a community can feel empowered, could be confident to adopt healthier dietary and lifestyle behaviors. I am your host, Dr. Heba Arabao-Sekwesi. I'm a registered nutritionist and a lecturer. Today, we have a very important topic: nutrition and brain health. I might not be phrasing it properly. I'm going to let the expert herself tell us about it. Today we have a new face. She's Dr. Sophia Amenya. She's a colleague of mine. We work together. She's also a researcher, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself before she does her presentation. So wherever you are, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, please do join in the conversation. Send us all the questions, all the myths you see around that is related to brain health, or, anything at all that is related to brain and heart health, sort of. Sophia, am I right?
Yes.
Right then. So without much ado, I will invite Dr. Sophia Amenya to do her presentation. Over to you.
Hi everyone.
Yes.
Hi everyone. My name is Sophia. I'm a research fellow at Bournemouth University and also a registered nutritionist. So today we are going to be talking about brain and heart health, and I'll tell you why the two are linked. And also we will look at how to keep both our brains and our hearts healthy. I will share my screen now. Yeah. Is my screen showing now? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So I will start by sharing a little bit about where I'm coming from. So I work at the Aging and Dementia Research Center at Bournemouth University, and we are interested in all things healthy aging. So we do have a lot of exciting research projects that we would like everyone to get involved in. A lot of them are really dear to my heart because I'm involved in. The first one I'm doing with Hiba, and we are looking at inequalities and nutrition and healthy aging in older Black Africans. And we know that this is a really important topic because we all eat. Our nutrition is important for us, but it also affects how we grow older and what happens to us when we grow older. So if you like to know more about all the research that we do, you can go to our website. And when you are interested in anything, you can also contact me or the ADRC email, which I'll show at the end. So just to give you a flavor of the things that we do, I included a video here. Let me know if you can hear the sound.
Yeah, you can.
We are here at our first workshop in the series, and in this session we had a chef come along and teach us how to cook yummy food with ingredients that are important for brain health.
We are going to talk about the focus foods as we go through today, because there is obviously purpose for what we're doing. What we're going to do is you're going to have a talk with your buddy, see what it is you got in the fridge, then you can find your equipment and get cooking.
As soon as I saw the recipe book and the variety of foods we were cooking, I thought the underlying reason for all of them was that they must be good for your brain health. And the fact that they are tasty and a variety showed me that, okay, we can eat fun things that would still be good for our brain health.
I think the mango and passion fruit fill definitely was my favourite, and it's amazing that it's really good brain food. It tastes so good, and it was really, really easy to make as well. So definitely we'll be doing that one again.
I've been grown up in India by my parents around telling us what is the importance of food. Don't just gulp it down. Everything has a particular nutritional value.
It's been such a good experience, really. Loved all the food. A few things there I want to try at home, certainly, including the chocolate avocado pudding.
I absolutely think that this is a crucial hands-on experience that every one of us as a student should be having during their studies.
I strongly believe if early at stage you start taking these things, it will help with your brain, the inflammation, the anxiety, depression, and eventually dementia and Alzheimer's will be in control.
One of the goals of the project was to create dialogue, using a creative and approachable way to talk to people around you, and I think we definitely hit the spot with that.
Sophia,
Yes.
before you start your presentation, please, when are you going to help us do one of those workshops, cooking workshops? Because I've been looking to do one in Greater Manchester for a long time. And since you have already started doing stuff like that, can we plan something for the future?
Yes, definitely. I think from this project, what I've learned is that it's a great informal way to bring people together and to talk about the research that is important, because I think sometimes university buildings can be really intimidating. Sometimes even for me, if I have to go somewhere else and I feel like, oh, they are just coming to talk at me again, eat well. But whenever you are engaged in the activity and then you're having a chat around it, it's more fun.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's something we definitely have to
can plan, because we've been having these sessions online for the longest time, and I really look forward to us having some, face-to-face sessions, so people who are local in Greater Manchester, can come together and
and food is something that we love. I love my food. I love my Ghanaian food. So whenever I hear jollof rice, I'm already there. So it would be really nice to put
have
something together.
All right then, thanks.
Yeah. So I don't know how to get rid of this one. Oh, I'll go back. So today we just want to have a discussion around brain and heart health. And I think when I was doing the research for this presentation, it gave me a lot of, I had to think a lot about why our brain and heart health are linked, because most times we really don't make that connection. And we are all concerned about our heart health because we hear a lot about someone got a stroke, someone got a heart attack. So heart health is something that it's on our mind, and we know that blood pressure affects a lot of Black people. So we all know about hypertension. I know in Ghana, where I come from, it's one of the highest cause of ill health. But brain health is something that is really overlooked, although it impacts us significantly. So our heart health affects our brain health and vice versa. And this is because when we have clogged arteries or things that affect our blood vessels, this can affect the transfer of blood to our brain, and then it causes different problems for the brain. So I mean, stroke is something linked to the brain as well. But also, if our mood is great, then it's great for our heart. So it's important to take care of both our brain and our heart. And the surprising thing is that, not so surprising, but the things that we can do for our brain health are similar to things that we can do for our heart health. So by taking care of these things that I have here, we could take care of both our heart and brain health. So we'll be killing two birds with one stone, which I think is fantastic. So we know that our diet cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, being overweight and obese, or physical inactivity, all those things impact on our heart health, but they also impact significantly on our brain health. So to bring me to my first question then, what words come into mind when we think about brain health, food and brain health? Anything that jumps onto us? You can put it in the chat or raise your hand.
Trying to.
Kind of, I think we just need the first question first. It's showing all the poll questions. There'll be no surprises. I'll have a look in the chat maybe. Ice cream. Ooh. Food and brain health.
I do know that when your mood is down, when you're not feeling too,
Yeah.
the movies and all of that, the first thing you go for is ice cream, and
Ice
somehow
cream.
it makes you feel good. So
I go for cake.
Oh, you go for cake. Okay, so yeah.
I love cake from Patisserie Valerie because it's so soft and creamy. So when I have a low mood, I tend to go for cake. But also sometimes when I'm happy, then I eat banku and tilapia.
I'm gonna say sugar.
It works
Are we
both
waiting
ways.
for the? Are we waiting for the poll? Did you want us
that one was supposed to be a free text.
Oh, okay. So, okay, all right.
So
Because I wanted to help. So, yes, what do people think? What words or phrases come into mind when you think about food and brain health? We've seen ice cream, we've seen sugar. Any other? And you said cake.
Yes. The yummy cake that you can eat with a spoon. Any other ideas?
Nobody's speaking.
No.
Okay.
We can also think about the good things. So honey, yes.
Honey.
So I would say omega-3 and fish. When we think about food and brain health.
Yes.
I'd say omega-3 and fish. Oily fish. We do hear about that a lot.
Yes, we do. You do. So yeah, you're not just asking about the negative.
Yes, both the positive and negative. Yeah. I
think you can never go wrong with fruits and vegetables. So.
Yeah, exactly. we need those ones. Okay, thank you. Shall we move on to the next one? This is one that we can answer in the chat as well.
Okay.
So how about heart health? When I talk about keeping our heart healthy and food, what foods come into mind, or what words? It doesn't even have to be foods.
I like yogurt.
Yeah, yogurt is really good one.
Nuts. Yeah.
See, think with the heart we are getting more
responses.
Yes.
What
about salt?
What?
Salt.
Salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sodium.
Yeah.
I would say. Because whenever we think about high blood pressure, the first thing is reduce your
salt
intake.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, peanuts.
Yeah.
Exercise. Yeah, those are really good answers when we talk about heart health. Yeah, exercise is a really good one. That
animal fat.
Animal fat. Yes.
Need to cut down on that. There's something about the Mediterranean diet. So
yes.
Fish.
Yes. And our colorful fruits and vegetables. Always. But Also physical inactivity. So it's not just the exercise, but it's also not being sedentary can really impact on our heart health. Okay, so then we can move on. Thank you all for making this really interactive. So this is a big one. Do you think you are eating well in terms of your brain health? And I think we can
Is that
do
a poll?
the
So
poll for this one, yes.
China says, unfortunately, it won't launch.
Oh, that's
Oh, it
okay.
won't
We can
launch one question at a time. So she has
oh,
all of it out there.
we can use our show by hands.
Okay.
Do you
How
think
many
you
of
are
us?
eating
Okay. Yeah.
well? No. If you think you are not, or
Okay.
probably.
So what's the question again? Do you think that you are eating well in terms of brain
In terms of brain health, yes.
health?
Maybe I should move this. Yeah.
So we can just put our answers in the chat box, isn't it? So
Yes.
people can just put it in.
No money. Okay.
Someone says no money. Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah.
Probably yes.
Probably. Okay, so possibly.
Possibly. There are lots of possiblies.
Yes. So if you think you are eating well, why? And if not, why do you think so?
I'll start because
Yes.
I'm trying to have my fruits and vegetables. I'm trying to have lots of fishes. Yeah. So that's why I think that
You're eating well for your
Yeah.
in terms of your brain health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing is that I don't think I do that consciously. So no, I don't eat with intention to improve my brain health. You know, it's just just eating. Honestly, so I think the brain health is not something we really pay attention to. So I might think more of my heart health than my brain health. Yeah.
Exactly where this is leading. Yeah. Anyone else wants to share why they think they are eating well or not?
There's a comment, possibly because I should definitely cut down on fast foods, but I am trying better with my fruits and vegetables.
Oh, that's great to know. I know it's hard. It's really, really hard. And those fast foods, they taste amazing. So it's about how we can incorporate our fruits and vegetables into our diet so it makes it more attractive and more tasty. Any other ideas?
I'm interested in Robert's answer. Robert, what do you mean by no money?
Yeah, we want to eat healthily, and with the financial crisis these days, when you go to the supermarket with some money, the small money you have, before you come out, everything is gone. So you just have to prioritize what can take you to the end of the month.
Okay.
So financial barriers.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a really, really strong point, because it's all nice for registered nutritionists to say, oh, eat this and eat that, but we need money to buy what we can eat, this and that. And we can see that the fruits and vegetables are not the cheapest in the shops. So we need to fill our stomachs first, and then we think about, okay, is this healthy or not? A lot of the times that's what happens. So that's a really, really strong point.
Yeah. Let me read some comments in the chat box for you. I eat 4. Okay, what's 4? Probably yes. Okay, I eat vegetables, fruits, fish, and taking omega-3 with multivitamins.
Oh, very good.
And
Some
then
of us are on the ball.
Another person says trying, but fast food is so tasty.
I know. I know, it's not just that it's tasty, but it's also convenient, because in our fast-paced jobs, and sometimes we might have 2 jobs, so we are finishing from one and going on to the next one. It's hard to plan a proper meal and sit down. And then these ones we microwave them and we are off. So it sometimes it makes healthy eating a bit difficult because of the way our living has become. All right, this is also good. So shall we talk about heart health then? I'm sure the answers might be the same. So do you think you are eating well in terms of your heart health? Are you making any changes, or have you been somewhere that they've said something that has made you think, oh, if I eat this, my heart health will be impacted? So you are trying to eat better for your heart health or not? Any ideas?
I don't see a lot of the usual faces, but I was going to say, please say something, because we've been doing sessions here on heart health. So if not anywhere at all.
Only the good, if you're not, like Robert said, it's hard to, if the food is expensive, we know that we have to do it, but if the food is expensive, we just can't buy it. Yeah. Oh, I think there's something in the chat. Saturated fat. Okay. That's a good one.
And we recently did a session on the different types of fats and oil. So hopefully.
Oh, that's good. Everyone is going to ace the questions at the end. All right, then. So let's talk a bit more about the brain and heart health then. So overall, I think Hiba must have covered all these different things in different sessions, but we know that overall we need to keep a healthy lifestyle, and this involves being physically active. So not just go running. I need to change this icon because it can be, it can be sometimes exclusionary, because I don't like to run, and as a Black person, it's sometimes hard to run because it can be denoted in different ways. So it's finding a culturally appropriate way to get active. So I like to dance, and dancing is really good in terms of helping us to keep active, but also just doing household chores, so vacuuming and mopping and just cleaning the house. Those are good ways to keep healthy as well. And then we need to eat a healthy, balanced diet, and we'll delve more into this. But also, this is general advice that the government has provided. So we need to not to smoke, but I've had this talk somewhere and somebody challenged me on that. They've been smoking for a long time and they are still fine. So, but the guidance is not to smoke and to drink less alcohol, but also to keep our brains active. And we'll talk more about things we can do to keep our brain active, but to be social. And I think sometimes there's a bit of a challenge when you are away from home, you might be away from family. It might be hard to socialize if the only thing you are doing is to go to work. But a session like this is a good one because we are keeping our brain active by learning new things, by coming here, by sharing ideas. But we are also being social because we are coming here and we get to meet other people and have a chat, And the last one is having a regular check with our GP, because that is how sometimes you can realize there's something wrong with you and then you can take action. But having said that, I know how hard it is to get a GP appointment these days, but I just think we need to persevere and take care of our health, make our health a priority. Okay, I was just checking the chat before I move on. So in terms of our diet and our brain and heart health, what does research show? So a healthy heart food is also healthy for the brain. And we also know that conditions influenced by poor diet can harm our heart and our brain health. So things are conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, because these affect our blood vessels. And so they affect our heart, but also affect the oxygen to our brain, and then it ultimately affects our brain health. We also know that no food is a silver bullet. So, for example, moringa is not going to be the ultimate thing that when we eat moringa every day, our heart health is going to be better. Or which other foods do we think are silver bullets? Anybody from the audience give us an idea? Because I've heard a lot of things about, oh, this turmeric. Yeah, I've heard turmeric. When you take turmeric, that's it. You are healthy. Like, it's going to solve all the problems. Any other foods that we probably think of or have heard about?
Chia seeds.
Chia seeds, yeah. So, and anything else? Oh, there's something in the chat. Ginger, yeah, ginger. So sometimes we hear about different foods that are shown to be good for, anti-inflammatory, or they do different things. But it is important to know that no single food is a silver bullet, and that we need a combination of different foods in a balanced proportion. That is what we need to ensure that we have to ensure our brain and heart health. Okay, so what we need is a very colorful plate, a nutritious, balanced, and diverse. Those are things that contribute to better health, better heart and brain health. So then, what foods do we think are good for our brain and heart health? If we think about specific foods that are good for our heart and brain health, any ideas?
Do you want us to choose from those colorful plates or what?
No, you can tell me everything, not just what is on this slide. This was just me trying to get some food, colorful foods on there.
There's a comment. Someone says salad.
Yeah, salad. Okay. Is it Ghana salad, or this is one point I've had to clarify with my friends and family, because I go off and say, oh, eat some salad, and then I see the salad and I'm like, oh, okay. This salad has everything from sardine to baked beans. It's a whole meal on its own. So that's something that we need to talk more about as well. Oh, foods rich in amino acids such as oily fish. That's the very, very good point. We are on the ball. Any other ideas? You can put it in the chat, or if you unmute your microphone and talk as well, that would be nice. Very quiet crowd. Whole grain foods, yeah. So any examples of those whole grain foods?
Brown bread.
Brown bread, yeah. Some people also go for the rice with the bran still on.
Yeah.
Or yeah, rice.
Yeah.
Oats, because oats, if in the unrefined form, can be a good source of fiber. All our fruits and vegetables, they are good for our heart and brain health. Okay, so now I will delve a bit deeper into some foods that have been linked. So I'm saying linked because sometimes the evidence is not very strong, but it's still some evidence that if we eat this type of foods, they are good for our brain health. And sometimes it's because when we eat those foods, they help us with different aspects of our health. So not just the brain health. So it can be hard to isolate the effect to that particular food. And also because we need a combination of things, of different foods to get that effect. So to make a start, omega-3 fatty acids are ones that have been widely studied in terms of brain health. So they've been studied a lot, and I think in the past, some people used to take cod liver oil, to improve their brain health because it's been shown to be good for. I think when I was younger, as a baby, you might be given cod liver oil because it improves your immunity. But also we know that fatty fish is really good, well, because they are a source of omega-3 fatty acids, but seeds and nuts as well can be good. So fatty food like mackerel, like sardines, they are really good for us. And then we have our dark colored fruits. So flavonoids is how we will call them. And this can be found in cocoa, in green tea, in the jingo plant, and in berries, in our red grapes. And they are good anti-inflammatory foods. So it will be good to include some of this in our daily diet. And I can see like some chocolate in there. So it's the very dark chocolate, not the so milky one. And also we just need to eat that in very small quantities. We also have our B vitamin complexes. So this we can get from mushrooms, from nuts and seeds, from some cheeses, from liver. But also if you eat a lot of fortified breakfast like cornflakes or Weetabix, a lot of them are fortified with B vitamin complexes. Now, B vitamin are really important for our brain health, but for women as well, we know that folic acid is very good in preventing neural tube defect in the children, in childbearing women. So we do need our B vitamins for that reason as well. And then we have one of the ones that has been most talked about in this past 3 to 4 years because of COVID, vitamin D, and it's one that a lot of us struggle with. Vitamin D, we can find the ultimate source is sunlight, but when we live in the UK, we might not have access to the sunlight all the time. So sometimes we could take supplements to boost our vitamin D. But the important thing also is that we know vitamin D is good for the mood. So it's not just the physical brain health, but the emotional part and mental part of our brain health as well. And we can find that in fatty fish, in fortified products, in milk, in cereal grains as well. And then we have vitamin E, which we can find in avocado, in olives, in red palm oil, in spinach. And we know vitamin E is not just good for our brain health, but it's good for our skin health as well. So it's about, eating and thinking about our body as a whole and how healthy eating improves different aspects of our life. And then we have one of my favorite groups, which is the red and orangey stuff. So the citrus fruits, then the colored vegetables, so things like carrots, sweet potatoes. So all these things, because of the anthocyanins, have been linked to improved brain health and heart health as well. And so that brings me to the big question: how much should we be eating? What should we be eating and how much? Because we all know different things that we need to eat. We are very aware of it. But I think our struggle is about how much of what to eat. And I know, coming from Ghana, my usual plate does not look like this. When I put my banku on the plate or my jollof rice on the plate, the proportions can be quite distorted. So this is the general guidance from the government, but also this has been produced by the Diverse Nutrition Association, which I think is very good. And it includes foods that we eat as well. So it's nice to see an Eat Well plate, an Eat Well guide that reflects the foods from our culture. Because sometimes when we think about fruits and vegetables, we might be looking very far and thinking, oh, I can eat only cabbage. That's the only vegetable. But it's also thinking about the fruits that we have from our countries that we can eat, and they are all healthy as well. So as I keep saying, it's a balanced diet that incorporates food from all the food groups. So when we take our breakfast plate, we should be seeing foods from all these groups and not just one group. So not just eating yam and butter, which I sometimes do. I know it's not very healthy behavior, but not just the mashed yam and something, but it has to be complemented with something from every group that we have shown. And we also have to think about drinking a lot of water and keeping hydrated. But most importantly, portion size is really, really important. So it's about balancing the plate, but also keeping the size in check and not overestimating how much we can eat. Because I know when I'm hungry, I tend to fill up my plate and then I'm stuck with the food. So because I don't want to waste it, I finish it anyway. But then I'm not able to get out of my seat. So that's not very good for heart health and brain health. And my strategy that I've used for that is to buy smaller plates. And so when I fill the plate and it's full, then that's just it. I can't fill it anymore. And when I finish that plate, that's it. I don't go for a second helping. But I think that's the disadvantage of cooking food that is so delicious. Okay. Do we have any questions until this point?
None in the chat box at the moment.
Very nice. So some practical steps for healthy eating then. I struggle a lot with eating some vegetables, and I would usually eat a lot of vegetables when I'm probably eating rice, because in the past, the only way I could think about incorporating vegetables into my meals were if I'm eating them in a salad, but this doesn't have to be the case. So you could use the fruits and vegetables and blend them into smoothies. So now I would put my spinach in my smoothie, different fruit vegetables as well in it, just to. So I'm doing different things like using cucumbers and carrots in smoothies. I would really have stuck to the fruits, but now I'm using both fruits and vegetables in the smoothies, and they are really, really nice. Or sometimes you can make some juices. I visited a friend a few weeks ago, and she had a really nice combination. So it was ginger, pineapple, carrots, and it tasted I was really impressed. So it might be things that we are not thinking of. So it's thinking outside the box of how we can incorporate our fruits and vegetables into our daily meals. And we can use our vegetables in soups, which I think we already do, but it's also using more vegetables and different ones. So I have my nice okra stew there. I think what I do now is I add spinach and garden eggs or aubergines and okra, in addition to tomatoes and all those ones, to make my okra stew more vegetable, if I can say that. Yeah, to increase the different types of vegetables that I have in it. And we can modify the cooking methods as well. So when we talk about vegetables, a lot of the times we think about only eating them in a salad, but maybe you can grill them just a little bit on skewers. You can make a nice veggie skewer. And at one of the healthy brain workshops, we did make a vegetable skewer, but it was so nice. I didn't even realize that it was just vegetables, because it was the bell peppers and aubergine and courgettes, and it was really, really tasty. So it's about finding those innovative ways that we can, different ways that we can cook our food. And sometimes it might be challenging because it's going totally out of our comfort zone. And so the other thing is to incorporate the healthy food options in what we already eat. So not to start cooking brand new things, but to include them in what we already eat. Then it makes it a bit easier. So as cake is something that I have come to the conclusion that I love, I try to bake more healthier options. So a lot more fruit cakes and putting a lot of, for example, if I'm making my blueberry and lemon cake, then I incorporate loads and loads of blueberries and less sugar. So it tastes good, and I'm still keeping in tune with the healthy eating as well. So we do need to make healthy eating fun, because then we will enjoy it. And eating together with family and friends can be a great way to do that. But I also know that sometimes when we are eating together with people, it does influence what we eat. So it might either skew us to the healthy side or to the not so healthy side. So it's important to be the influence in our friend and family group. So after this talk, when we are invited to parties, let's be the ones to take the grilled vegetables over. And it's nice to do some activities that stimulate, our brain and make us think about the food that we are eating. And I mean, now we just go to the shops and buy our fruits and vegetables. So we are not really connected to our foods, but doing some gardening or trying to grow some fruits on the side can be really helpful in helping us to think about where our food is coming from and more appreciation of the food. And we can do some activities before or after meal time. So going for walks, dancing, stretching, things to stimulate our appetite so we can eat better. And we can try some craft activities around food as well, just to make it more fun. So it's not just about the food, but it's about the social environment. It's about everything else, the taste, to make healthy eating more fun, because you don't want to do something that is boring. And I think a lot of the times we sold healthy eating in such a bad light that the barriers are so high, people find it so difficult to do. So it's thinking about the fun ways that we can do it. Okay, so I just have some link with information on some ways, some guidance on things that we can eat. And the British Nutrition Foundation is really good with information on eating well for heart health and for brain health as well. And they have some really, really nice culturally tailored recipes on there, which some of which I have tried. So it would be nice if you could have a look, and later on, if you are in doubt as well. And this is our Healthy Brain, Healthy Life recipe book, which we had foods from different countries all over the world. And we highlighted ingredients that are important for brain health. You can download this on our website and maybe have a go this summer, eating something different that will be good for your brain health. So yeah, after all this, I think it was time for us to challenge our brains a bit. So maybe I will, we can bring up the poll questions, maybe, or we can discuss them in the chat as well, whichever one works better.
Shekinah, can you help us with the poll questions, please?
Is there true or false one?
Oh, your pictures are so colorful.
This is from the Healthy Brain recipe book.
So they are not your own foods. That's not how
Well, it
you...
was foods that we made.
Okay.
So we did make the mango and passion fruit full.
Wow.
And yeah, we made ripe plantains and spinach stew. We had grilled skewered prawns and vegetables and peanut satay. So it was really yummy. Oh.
Are we having troubles launching our poll? Even if it's all together? Oh, it's here.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you want us to do?
So let's do the first one, which is superfoods help boost our immunity, brain and heart health.
That's
So
not
is
what
that true or false?
What I see is, what words or phrase come into mind when you think about food?
Oh, I thought I had scrolled a bit up.
Right. Oh, okay. So I might be looking at something else.
The fifth one.
Okay. Can anyone confirm if they can see what Sophia is reading? Because I might have been looking at, because I'm a co-host.
Yeah. No.
What can you see on your screen?
I can only see what you've mentioned, Dr. Hiba.
Okay. Well, we can just talk about that in the
Thank you.
In the chat. So the question is, superfoods help boost our immunity, brain and heart health. Is this true or false? So you can just type in the chat whether it's true or not, or false, whether you think it's true or false, and why.
What if we can't remember what superfoods are?
So superfoods are, those foods that people highlight as the silver bullet for every disease. So for example, I mentioned turmeric at the beginning because someone said to me, if you take turmeric, just 1 teaspoon a day, it's going to heal everything. So do we think that they are, and there's no right or wrong, this is just for us to have a deeper chat about this.
Just say it's true.
Yeah.
So other examples are moringa. We mentioned moringa.
Yes.
Turmeric.
Jingo.
Yeah.
Green tea. There are a few. True. You can also unmute your microphone and just say it out.
I think people don't want to speak today, which is fine.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
I will say it's true, but they will have to be coupled with other food groups and not independently?
I think you are totally on the ball. So superfoods, yes, they help boost our immunity and brain and heart health, but also we do need them in certain quantities, and we need them in combination with other foods. So just drinking turmeric for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's not gonna do it. We need to complement it with other things. So this is a bit of a controversial one, but that's why I'm here, so we can best the myths and the facts. So a diet based on plant foods is a healthy approach. Do we think this is true or false? And why? Shall I maybe paste the question in the chat?
Maybe that would
Might be
be helpful.
easier.
Yeah. A diet
Okay.
based on, so a plant-based diet
Yes,
is a healthy approach
it's a healthy approach.
to brain health, you mean? What we are
Yes,
talking,
it's a healthy diet approach. Yes,
true or false?
yes.
Someone says true.
Someone says false as well.
So there's true and there's false, unless they are
Yes.
supplements for proteins.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Any other ideas?
The key word is combination of the food grade.
Hazel, can you please speak up a bit?
I'm having problem with my voice. I'm saying it's true, but you need the combination of the protein from the food plate that you showed us to make it a balanced diet.
Yeah, that's an excellent answer. Thank you so much for speaking. Yeah.
I have a
Any
question.
other ideas?
I have a question, Sophia.
Yes.
So what about people who don't eat any animal protein?
Yeah, so that's for us to discuss. Is a plant, is it a healthy approach or not? And I would say it's not an unhealthy approach. It's about the balance of things. And as we've been saying, if we are able to supplement those animal proteins, replace them with other quality plant proteins, then we are all right, because all we need is the balance of things. So it's about the quality of the protein as well. And I think also sometimes when we have a plant-based diet, we might, in trying to process other plant-based foods to taste more like animal source foods, there might be a lot of additives added or ultra processing of those foods. So it's important to be careful that just because you are eating a plant-based diet doesn't mean that your diet is 100% healthy. You need to be conscious about how you put different foods together and what you are eating, because sometimes you might think I'm eating a plant-based diet, so in its entirety, that's just healthy. But it's about the different components and how you put them together. All right. This is one Hiba said you've had a session on. So I'm sure we all have good answer to this. All fats are bad, true or false?
False.
False.
See, some more falses.
Yeah.
You have unsaturated and saturated fats, and I can't remember which one, but one of them are good and one of them are bad.
Yeah. That's really good points. Yes. We have our
Thank you for remembering.
unsaturated and saturated. Yeah. And I have mentioned omega-3 fatty acids as very good for our brain health. And those are facts.
And those are fats as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do need some fatty foods. And we do need some fat-based foods for the absorption of our vitamins A, D, E, and K. So taking fat totally out of our diet doesn't solve the problem. We do need some fats in there, but we need the good fats. So, and we have some false in the chat as well.
Yeah.
That's
Lots of
great.
falses.
This has been a good checkup. That session was good. We haven't forgotten what we talked
No,
about.
we haven't.
Okay. So how about this? Some foods are bad for the heart and the brain. Is this true or false?
Some food, yes, true.
True. So any examples of those foods?
Again, some of these fats and sugars. Fats, sugar, and what else again? Too much carbohydrates.
Too much carbohydrates, yes.
Too much.
Refined carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think recently in the news and in the research world, one thing that has come up have been ultra processed foods. They have been shown to impact significantly on not just our heart and brain health, but on our total health, on mortality and on different aspects of our human health. And it's we need to be careful what we are putting in, because in the absence of cooking food from scratch, in the economic and energy crisis, we might resort to eating a lot of some of those foods, and they might actually be bad for not just our heart and brain health, but other aspects of our health, our kidneys, different health. So
foods rich in sodium, cholesterol. I was just about letting you that we are running out of time. So I don't know how many more questions we have.
We just have a few more.
We just have 1 minute.
Oh,
for the next
that went very fast.
It did.
Okay. So then I will ask the last question. What word sums up your biggest take home from today's talk? I will end the poll. What is the thing that you are taking away from today?
And I think you can stop sharing.
Okay.
So people can just...
I wanted to share the questionnaire. But I can put the link in the chat maybe. Yes, I needed your help with answering a survey. It's just a quick survey. So maybe Hiba can share this later on as well.
Yeah. I'll give it to Shekinah to share as well.
All right. But okay. This is it. Well,
anyone? Yeah, I still want to hear.
Thanks everyone.
Some comments.
Your time. And if you can tell us what your biggest take home from today's session.
Let's see if there's any take home on how we can take care of our brain and heart health.
Eating right and doing some exercise and drinking water. Be hydrated.
Thank you.
Yeah. Foods are good for brain and heart health.
Balanced diet and portion size. Yes. There's some comments in the chat box.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is really good. And at least we've sparked some conversation around our brain health, because I think we don't think about it enough and we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah, indeed. We tend to focus. Yeah, you're very right. And over the 2 years plus that we've been doing these sessions, we really haven't done one specifically on brain health. So that should tell you we tend to focus on hypertension, diabetes, and all of those other conditions, but we tend not to really talk about brain health that much. It's a pity that our time is up, because I remember you telling me some interesting things I'd never heard of, when it goes bad, when you said when people get dementia and the link between dementia and, nutrition. But unfortunately, our time is up. So maybe we might have you another time to come and talk about those other important things, also linked to the brain health that we haven't spoken about. Because I really want us to talk about, especially dementia, because that's also something that is becoming a huge pandemic, if I can use that word, within our community. Right. On this note, I'd like to say thank you so much, Sophia. That was really insightful, lots of new stuff. And one thing I particularly liked about your presentation is the fact that you are very real. Yes, you're a nutrition professional, but you told us about all the challenges you have yourself and, sometimes struggling with portion sizes. But then you provided us with, some practical tips. So because of that, you just have small plates. You don't have big plates because then you eat too much. You like cake, so I guess the point I'm trying to make here is these things are real. Healthy eating, we keep saying it's not simple. You have to be deliberate about, making these healthier lifestyle choices. It is hard for everyone, no two ways about it. Apart from the financial crisis that we are in, we've grown up in a certain way. So to change those behaviors, to make these healthier choices is not easy. And that's why during these sessions, we try to provide practical tips. And Sophia provided us with so many things we can do to incorporate more fruits and vegetables to make sure we are eating healthier, to protect our brains and our hearts as well. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have the slides. I'm going to, Sophia will share it with us. I'm going to give it to Shekinah. So please do, Shekinah, do you want to put the email address in the chat box so that if anybody wants the slides, they can contact her for the slides. And then if you could please also respond to Sophia's survey. She's in this area, and it's important that we continue doing the research in this area, just so we understand these things better. So thank you so much. We've taken 4 minutes of Orlando's time. Orlando, I'm really sorry about this. I hope you can stay on and get active. Remember, diet and physical activity. So see you next week. We have something to do with learning disability. So please do join us, learning disability and nutrition. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody. Bye, Sophia. Spotlight.
Thank you, Dr. Hiba, and thank you, Dr. Sophia, for that amazing talk about brain and heart health. Hello, CAHN family. Welcome to tonight's exercise portion of today's session. I hope everyone's going to stay on. Today we have a leg circuit planned. Okay, so we're working on the tree trunks, solid legs. We're going to work on our legs. Maybe a little bit of core in there as well. I'm going to get a nice workout, people. All right, so welcome to people on YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom. For tonight's session, all you'll need is plenty of water. You won't need a mat or anything, but plenty of water and plenty of space, available space. All right, so time is 7:05. Let's get straight into it, people. So we're gonna start off with a warm-up. Let me get my shins ready. Oh, there we go there. So to start off, we've got 30 seconds of high knees. Okay, so it's gonna go up, like so. Let's get ready, people. We're going to go on the drop. Get ready. Let me get my timer ready. Stopwatch. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and high. Get those knees right to the waist. Three, 2, 1. Next one, we're going side steps without the bend. Just there. Okay, side steps without the bend. Let's go. Get those legs nice and activated, ready for action. Okay, now let's go to the front. Big, long front steps. Now to the back. Nice long steps. Three, two, one. Next, we have adapted star jumps. So we're going to be here, right above the head. Let's go. Keep going, people. Keep going. Three, two, one. Now time, people. Take a short 15-second break. Let me just say to myself a bit more. That's better. Five seconds. Okay, people, let's go back into our warm-up. Same moves, but we're going to do them in reverse order now. All right. So we'll start with the adapted star jumps. Get ready, people. Get ready. Get ready. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Three, two, one. Let's go. Back steps. Keep it going, people. We're feeling nice and warm now. Blood should be flowing. Three, two, one. Let's go. Front steps. Ten seconds. Two, one. To the side now. Keep that going, people. 10 seconds. Last one, high knees. Let's go, people. Last one. Before we get into the meat and bones, let's go. Three, two, one. Time, people. Again, 15-second water break, and then we'll go into our first circuit. Well done. Okay, people, bring it in now. Circuit time. Let's do this. All right, so for each exercise we do, we're going to work at an intensity of around 6 out of 10. Okay, so 1, you're asleep on the couch chilling. And number 10, it's the hardest you've ever worked in your life. Let's keep it around a 6. Okay, let's keep the pace at around a 6. All right, so first move we've got tonight is deep pause squats. So we're going to do legs around hip width, chest up, shoulders back. I'm going to drop down into a half squat here. Pause for 2, up for 1. Watch again. Down, 1, 2, up. Down, 1, 2, up. Okay, from there, we've got lunges, but we're going to go cross lunges. So we're going across the body, down, across the body, down, 90 degrees, both legs. All right, so from pause squats to cross lunges, 60 seconds apiece. All right, people, let's get ready now. Come on. We'll start with those pause squats. Get ready. 60 seconds coming up. Let's go on the drop again, people. Come on. Go. Keep it going, people. Keep it going. 10 seconds. Two, 1, and rest for 15 seconds. Shake those tight legs off. Okay, get ready for cross lunges in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep that going, people. Halfway. Fifteen seconds. Keep going, people. 2, 1. I'm ready. Well done, people. Quick water break, quick shake off, and then we'll go into the next 2 moves. Okay, while you're resting, listen in for the next 2 moves. All right. So next move, we've got calf raise to calf jump. So watch again. So bring them heels off the floor, then a little jump. Okay, off the balls of the feet. Watch again. So calf raise, calf jump. Calf raise, calf jump. If the calf jump is a little bit too advanced, then just stay with the calf raises. Okay, so you're gonna stay here. From there, working the inside thighs, we've got curtsy lunges. You're gonna be here. Step behind and down. Step behind and down. All right, so from your calf raise, calf jump, to your curtsy lunges. Let's get straight back into it, people. Let's go. Get this tune back. Calf raise to calf jump on the drop. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, people. Twenty seconds to go. We're working, people. Come on. That's 10. Three, 2, 1. And rest, people. Well done. Ten seconds left to rest. Curtsy lunges next. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, people. Come on. Work those legs. Come on. Halfway. Fifteen seconds. One, and rest, my people. Well done. Circuit number 1 down. One more to go. Well done. Okay, people, let's get into circuit number 2, round number 2. All right, so first 2 moves coming your way. So we've got pulse squats to squat stand up. So we're here. 5 pull squats, we're down in our half squat. We've got small bounces for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, bang, explode, stand up, back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, explode. From there, we've got side lunges. We're going to turn our hips towards the leg. So we're going to go here, there. Okay, stay on one side. There, 30 seconds. Turn the body, like so. And then we'll go 30 seconds in the other direction. All right, so we start here. Pulses for 5. Bang, slow for 1. 5, slow for 1. Side lunges with the turn. So here, 30 seconds here. 30 seconds up in the way. Let's go, people. Let's go. First few minutes. Let's go. Get ready, people. Let's go on the drop now. Come on. 3, 2, 1, go. Back going, people. Twenty seconds left. Keep it going. Three, 2, 1. Now rest with people. 15 seconds. Shake those legs up. 'Kay, get ready. Side lunge with a twist. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Stay on one side. Go. Turn the feet. Turn the body towards the leg. Work it. 10 seconds. Okay, change sides. Seconds. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. 15 seconds, people. 2 moves down. Boom. 2 to go. Okay, listen in. Last 2 moves. Okay, let's do this now, people. So first move, we've got fire feet or fast feet. All right. So we're gonna find that pace. That's 6 out of 10. So it's here. Find that pace. Hold that pace for 60. All right. If you need a little break, a little breathe up, straight back in, straight back in. From there, we've got burnouts. All right. So boom, heels raised again. Go slightly wider than hip width here. And we've got small bounces from there. Okay. If that's too much, then just go wide calf raises. So just like we did here before, which is a little bit wider this time, calf raises. Okay. But if you feel able, Get those small bounces right there. Okay, build that explosive power in the legs. So fast feet. 2, boom, burnouts. Last 2 moves, people. Let's get busy now. Come on. Get ready now, people. Start with the fast feet on the drop. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep tapping those toes, tap those feet. Keep tapping. Keep that going, people. 35 seconds, gone. Last 20 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, and rest 15 seconds. Last move coming up, people. Last move, we've got burnouts, or wide calf raises. 3, 2, 1, let's go burnouts. Keep that going, people. Keep that going. Halfway now, 30 seconds to go. Last 20 seconds. Last 10. 2, 1, and time, people. Well done. Well done. Okay, take a quick 15-second water break, and then we'll stretch off those legs, people. Well done. Okay, people, back to your spaces. Let's get a quick stretch on. I'm going to start off by rotating those hips nice and wide. Change direction. Front and back for me now. Okay, drop into your squat. Hand on the floor. Come forward. Hold there. Roll back. Ooh, that's nice and straight. Try and get your head to your left knee. Hands around the ankle. Now down to the right. Hands up. Okay, knees together. Heels to your foot. You've got bad balance like me, and hold on to the wall. Change legs for me. Last one, feet together. Slight bend in the knees. Try and touch your toes. Come on, nice and slow. Boom, and that's time, people. Well done. Smashed it. The kind of you in the house. Talk to me.
Yes, I am.
There we go.
Hi. How do you feel after the workout?
Me?
Yeah.
Feel good. I always feel good. I had a tough basketball session last night, so I was a little bit sore. But I always get up for these sessions, so I feel good.
That's amazing. And what can we be expecting next week as well?
So next week we have upper body. So we're going to work the upper body, shoulders, arms, chest, back, all of that, everything. So upper body next week.
Nice. Sounds good. And also another thank you to our speakers, Dr. Hiba and Dr. Sophia from today. So next week we'll be talking about frozen versus tinned versus fresh food. So next week's session is going to be interesting. So I encourage everyone to be there. So that will be from 6 p.m, just like we were today. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at health@cahn.org.uk. And if you want the slides from today as well, you can also email us as well. So yeah, till then, we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your evening.
One question, Shekinah. One question. Yeah. What's your preference?
In terms of food? I'd like to say fresh, but I feel like I eat a lot of frozen foods. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Good question. Yeah, we'll talk more next week. But yeah, take care, everyone. Bye. Bye.